It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, nrg.online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, Mike Weiner here, NRG This Week, another day. Leon Thomas will not be with us today, so I'm going to be a solo act. We've got a great guest coming on. I am just 3 days away from getting married again for the second and final time, 75 hours. To be specific, I'm excited about it. And the Leon Thomas Group is going to be videoing this. They're going to be our production company for the wedding, which will be Saturday night at 5 o'clock. So excited about that. NRG, we've been on a roll. We had 2 new members join Monday. We had 3 join yesterday. And when they join, I give them 3 referrals at the first meeting, and then they get 30 referrals once they join. If you're not a member of NRG, definitely come out. I'll be starting year 26, hard to believe, in January. And we've got a really cool pinball system that works really well. So we're all family. It's all about law of attraction, abundance, attitude of gratitude. And we all help each other out. So I'm going to bring Becky Hancock out. Becky is a relatively new member with NRG. She is out of the New York area where it snows, and we're getting to that time of the year. It's October now. But Becky, come on out. We're here in, I always say, Studio 52 to keep the disco alive from New York. So, Becky, great to have you out here. How are you today on this beautiful sunny day?
I'm having an awesome day, Mike. How are you?
I am having a great day. If I keep my voice going here, we'll be good. So tell Becky, I'm going to ask you to do about 2 minutes with each answer. Take 2 minutes, tell the viewers, and this is being recorded live, and it's being videoed, and we'll have it on YouTube as well. Take 2 minutes, talk about what your company does.
So I'm a web designer, and I've developed a method called the Scene Method. It basically equips businesses to turn their invisible brands into profit-generating online presences. And I do that through a process that takes 5 days. So on Monday, I interview my client. We talk about who their ideal dream client is. And then I go to work doing all the targeted market research, finding out what are all their pain points, what are their desires, learning everything I can about them. And then Wednesday, I craft their messaging and content strategy. Thursday, we work on branding and graphic design deliverables. And then on Friday, I build a website for them with all of the messaging that I've been working on throughout the week and skin it with their new brand. And then we have a launch meeting at the end of the day on Friday, and we flip the switch, make any final changes that they need, and everything goes live. I do also provide them with a bit of a simple marketing kit that they can follow in order to promote their new online presence.
5 days. That's awesome. Have you always done that in 5 days, or is this something you kind of worked your way into?
I worked my way into this. So I had run a traditional web development studio where I would juggle between 15 and 20 projects at any given moment. It would take months to get anything done. Things would fall through the cracks because I had too many balls in the air. So I decided in this version of my business that I would focus on a single client at a time and give them all of my energy and focus. And you know what? It has a dramatic result on the quality of the product that I'm able to deliver.
It sounds like you took a challenge that you had juggling 15, 20. I know it's like to juggle. I juggle 34 NRG meetings a week. So it's a lot. So you took a challenge you had and you made it into a benefit that not only worked for you, but also for your clients. So kudos to you for doing that. That's awesome. What would you say has been, give us a client testimonial. What has one client, obviously don't mention their name, of course, but give us a client testimonial of maybe someone came back and said, Becky, because of the website, I've got more hits, I've got more business, I've got more business than I've ever dealt with. Give us one of your client testimonials.
So I worked with a life coach not too long ago, and she came to me feeling completely invisible online. We spent that week together reframing all of her messaging and really targeting in on who her dream client was. And then by the end of the week, we flipped the switch on her website and she started marketing it. And now she has a full calendar. She is booking clients and lots of discovery calls every week because of those tiny changes we made to her branding and her messaging.
That's awesome. What would you say would be one of your more popular industries that you work with? And what would you say would be one that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
So I primarily work with female coaches. So think of things like life coach, mindset coach, health coaches, those types of people. They are truly my dream clients because I like to help the helpers. So if I help the helpers, then they will spread more good in the world. And those are the people I love to work with. My last two clients have been a life coach and an executive coach. I have yet to work with a health coach. I think doing the market research for a health coach would be incredibly interesting to me. And I always learn so much about their industry and who the people they serve are when I do the research. And I enjoy that part of my job so much.
I've got a health coach that is imminent with joining NRG, and as soon as she joins, I will definitely refer her to you. She helps people lose a lot of weight in a short time, so she's pretty unique with what she does. She's out of North Carolina, so as soon as she jumps aboard, Becky, I'll introduce you. So I'm going to ask you one more question, then we're going to take a break, and we've got an NRG theme song that the Leon Thomas Group produced, which is pretty cool. Um, Give us your NRG testimonial. There's a lot of folks out there, they've never been to a networking group or they've been in one of these organizations. It's got all those rules and regs. You know me, Becky. I don't like rules. I don't like regs. I don't have specific, unique attendance policies. I want to work with the people that want to show up, the people that are hungry, that want to grow, that want to impact others. So, well, I know you've been with me for a little while, and kudos to you. You're starting to help me run some groups. I know in the next day and a half, as I get ready to get married, you and a couple of other group leaders are stepping up, and I really appreciate that. What would be your NRG testimonial at this point?
So joining NRG has probably been one of the best professional decisions I've made. It's not just about exchanging business cards. It's about building real lasting relationships. I've connected with an incredible group of professionals who are always very supportive. They're reliable. They're genuinely interested in my success and me helping them with their success. So this community as a whole has expanded my network and given me a circle of people that I can truly depend on.
I appreciate that, Becky. That sounds awesome. Thank you. So we're going to take a break, and I'll have some questions for you on the flip side. I do want to mention Leon Thomas has, I believe, the largest racquetball association. He works with kids from 8 to adults in their 60s, and it's the big. There you go. Racquetballrevival.com is the website for Leon. So we are going to take a break. We're going to go listen to the NRG theme song that was produced by Leon Thomas Group. Becky, I couldn't have done this, so this is way over my pay grade, but we'll be back here in 2 minutes talking longer with Becky Hancock. We'll be right back.
More than 25 years ago, Mike Weiner made his start, turning warm referrals into a business art. NRG leaders bring passion and drive. They are committed to helping your business thrive. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. New relationships are made on every Zoom. And that extravaganza's when you're placed in a breakout room. One of the keys to getting it done is scheduling a one-on-one. Yeah, NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Come ready to play pinball once a week and tell us what you need. Everyone in your group will help you succeed. NRG this week airs Wednesdays at 3. After you join, you get to record a new member spotlight for free. Join one of the many meetings each week. Discover the referrals you seek. The speaker series and university are one of a kind. To learn more, visit nrg.online. NRG will help you expand. Attend your first meeting, get 3 referrals in hand. Your network will widen and new paths to success will flow. With every member on your side, your business will grow. Go to nrg.online.
Hey everybody, Mike Weiner here with Becky Hancock talking on NRG this week. So Becky, I've got some more questions for you. I was thinking about some things during the break. When you say research, can you elaborate a little bit more on that? I have some ideas, but for our viewers, explain a little bit more about how you do the research. I find it fascinating that you do it in 5 days. I'm still blown away by that. But talk a little bit, take 2 minutes, talk a little bit about how you do the research.
So after my kickoff call with my client and we review who exactly their dream client is, I go to work. I find those people online, usually in my LinkedIn network or my Facebook network, and I reach out to them and say, hey, would you be willing to participate in some market research? I have a project this week. I think you'd be a good fit for this client of mine. And I usually book between 5 and 10 one-on-one interviews where I ask them, what are about their biggest headaches? What are their innermost desires? What are they trying to achieve in their lives? Ask them all those nitty-gritty questions. And then after I collect all that data from my one-on-one interviews, I go into the paid version of ChatGPT in deep research mode, and I validate the patterns that I've seen in the data that I've collected with the one-on-one interviews, just to make sure that we're on the right track with the messaging.
I'm smiling because I talk to my phone all the time and I'm like, Siri, what's the weather going to be for my wedding? And it's always like, are you okay if we use ChatGPT? It's like taking over the world. ChatGPT and AI. It's cool, but no, I love the market surveys that you're doing. That is great. If someone wants to reach you, what is the best way for them to reach you?
So you can go on my LinkedIn profile. It's, I believe, I forget what my LinkedIn profile was, but my website is beckyhancock.design. If you would like to book a call with me, it is bookwithbecky.me. And those are the best ways to reach me.
Sounds great, Becky. One question I haven't asked you, I usually ask this first. What's the backstory? What got you into this industry? Was there something that happened where you were with a company and the web developer flubbed and you were like, I can do it better? What's the backstory for Becky?
Oh gosh. So I've been a designer for nearly 30 years now. I got my bachelor's degree in graphic design in 1998. I quickly transitioned into web design. I taught myself how to code and I worked as a front end developer and web designer for the bulk of my career. Um, a lot of that was as a freelancer. Like I said earlier, I got sick of juggling so many projects at once. I got sick of chasing jobs. Got sick of chasing clients after the work was done to get paid. And I decided to give up on the business world. And I went back to school. I got a master's degree in user experience design. And for the last 10 years, I have been teaching user experience design to adult students who wanted to learn my set of skills, mainly through boot camps like Thinkful, Chegg Skills, Block, Design Lab, Career Foundry, basically all of them. That industry completely dried up after the pandemic. There are probably close to 500,000 UX designers out of work in the United States right now alone. And rather than putting myself back on the hamster wheel of getting a job in tech and getting laid off every 3 to 4 years again, I decided if I have to reinvent myself at the age of 50, that I'm going to do it my way and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And I'm going to be successful at it or die trying.
The telltale signs of a business owner and an entrepreneur. And for those of you watching, I've gotten to work with Becky. She's amazing, very thorough, articulate, energetic, a great personality. Becky, so I kind of set you up for this question. When someone calls you and they want to work with you, what are they getting when they sign up with Becky Hancock? What are they getting with you personally and business wise?
So I really enjoy building relationships with people. I tend to become friends with my clients. I don't abandon them. I get a lot of complaints like, people don't hear back from their web designers, or they build a site and they need a change and they never hear back. Usually that happens when they hire friends and family to do the work for free. So that's not, obviously that's no way to run a business or build a business. So I do pride myself on the relationships I build with my clients. I make sure they're taken care of. I follow up with them regularly. And anytime I learn a new technique that I think can help them, I reach out and I let them know, like, hey, set up a one-on-one with me. I want to show you this thing. I think it can help your business. And I don't charge people for that type of thing. A lot of web design companies, they will nickel and dime their clients to death, like a half-hour minimum charge to make a change that took them 30 seconds. I don't do things like that. If you need my help, I'm always there to serve, before and after the sale.
I love it. I love it. Two more questions. You're going to laugh on the last one. What have I not asked you? This is my favorite question. What have I not asked you about your company that you would like to express to our viewers today? Is there anything I haven't asked that maybe is proprietary about what you do, is unique with what you do, could create a benefit for the client, any of the above?
So I offer a lot of different solutions at a lot of different price points. So there is the done for you package for, the people that just don't want to deal with marketing and web tech, where I just take everything over and do it for them. But if that price point isn't suitable for, somebody just starting out, I also teach a class once a month where I show everybody exactly how to execute on my scene method. And that's obviously a lot cheaper. And then I provide them with 30 days of support as they go through the process of creating their online presence. And there's always, the one-off consultation. If they just want to talk to me and say, hey, take a look at all my stuff and tell me what you think, I'm there for that too.
I think I know the answer to this. What is your favorite sports team? We always talk sports at the end. What's your favorite? I'm going to have you say it out loud.
Oh gosh. So my husband made me a very passionate Buffalo Bills fan. I never followed football or sports or anything before I met him, but he's so excited about it. And how can you not love Josh Allen? I think everybody's got to love that guy.
Well, Josh Allen was the MVP last year. He and Lamar Jackson from the Ravens were neck and neck. In Baltimore, they thought it should have been Lamar. In Buffalo, they obviously went with Josh. What's your thoughts? Are the Bills going to go? The Ravens are 1-5. They're not even relevant right now. Now, Lamar's coming back. Supposedly, they're making some changes. It looks like they're going to keep Harbaugh as the coach. They could go on a run. They started last year bad, but there's only, I think, 2 teams ever that have 1-5 gotten to the playoffs. Do you think the Bills, is this going to be, Buffalo's been to the Super Bowl, and I'm sure your husband has told you, I think it's 3 times they've lost all 3. Is this the year that the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl? What do you think, Becky?
I am not going to speculate on that because if you talk about it, it won't come true. But they did have 4 years in the 90s. They had 4 years in a row at the Super Bowl with Jim Kelly, and they lost all 4.
Okay.
And I know. So, and
I knew it was up there.
Josh really wants to give our fan base a Super Bowl, and I think he will get there. If it's not this year, it will be soon.
Yeah, I think in the next 3 years for both Lamar and Josh, both of them are great quarterbacks. It's eluded them. I would expect the Bills and the Ravens to have a rematch somewhere in the playoffs. And the Chiefs don't look that good. So I really think the Ravens are going to go on a roll. They have underperformed, and the Steelers are at the top of the division. So, Becky, it has been absolutely phenomenal talking with you. You and I have got to work together, but kind of did a much deeper dive. So, appreciate you being here. I do not know who's going to be on NRG this week with Leon next week. It'll probably be some of my top leaders, either Lori or Ben. I am going to be on my honeymoon. I'm getting married Saturday. The wedding is at 5. Super, super excited about that. If you haven't been to an NRG meeting, come out. Long Island is a great one. Becky and I have teamed up together. That group is doing really well. A lot of guests, a lot of new. We did sign up that coach yesterday, Becky. So things are going really well. We've had 2 new members in 2 weeks. But for Leon's not here today. Becky, thank you for being here. Enjoyed chatting with you. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. I will be back in 2 weeks. We'll have some of the leadership here next week. And I wish everybody a great week. It's been awesome doing NRG this week. And I will say thank you, and we will see you next week. Take care.
To learn more about NRG, visit nrg.online.